Have you ever wondered how the world of music was influenced by the brushstrokes of Impressionist painters? This is the Enigma of Impressionism, a movement that blurred the lines between the senses, creating a symphony of sights and sounds that continues to captivate audiences today. Impressionism in music was not merely about creating pleasant melodies, it was about evoking emotion, painting pictures with sound, and transporting the listener to another time and place. Just as Monet painted the changing light of a single haystack, so too did the composers of this era strive to capture the fleeting moments of beauty found in everyday life. Among these composers was a certain late bloomer named Albert Roussel. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Roussel did not embark on his musical journey until he was 25 years old. But despite his late start, he went on to make significant contributions to the Impressionist movement. So who was this man who dared to step into the world of music at the age of 25? Let's delve into the life of Albert Roussel. When we talk about Albert Roussel, we talk about an unusual journey. Now, let's wind back the clock a bit. Picture a young Albert, not as a composer, but as a marine officer. Yes, you heard right, a marine officer. The sea was his first love, but music, it seems, was his true calling. After 7 years sailing the seven seas, Roussel decided to drop his anchor for good. He traded his navy blues for the black and white keys of a piano and embarked on a new voyage, this time into the world of music. But just as every sailor needs a compass, every composer needs guidance. That's where the Schola Cantorum comes in. Nestled in the heart of Paris, this prestigious music school became Roussel's beacon. Guided by the likes of Vincent d'Indy, Roussel began to shape his musical identity. His early compositions, while still bearing the mark of his mentors, started to show a distinct voice, a unique sound that would later define him as a composer. His journey was far from typical. It was a path paved with uncertainty and risk. But that's the beauty of it. Roussel didn't just follow the music, he chased it. He took a leap of faith, and it paid off. With a solid foundation, Roussel was ready to make his mark in the world of Impressionist music. As Roussel honed his craft, his music evolved much like the strokes of an Impressionist painter. His initial compositions were heavily influenced by the Impressionist movement, with a unique touch of his own. His musical notes were akin to the deliberate brushstrokes of an artist, carefully chosen and masterfully placed, creating an auditory painting that evoked strong emotions and vivid images. But as time went on, Roussel began to seek new avenues of expression. He started to blend in elements of the classical style, creating a hybrid sound that was entirely his own. This transition wasn't abrupt or jarring, rather it was a smooth, gradual shift, like the changing of seasons. His music began to take on a more structured form, yet it never lost its original Impressionist charm. Now, let's take a moment to discuss some of his notable works. The ballet The Spider's Feast is a prime example of his transitional phase. It combines the dreamy, free-flowing style of Impressionism with the rhythmic precision of the classical style. And then there's the opera Padmavati, an exotic fusion of Eastern and Western musical elements, perfectly encapsulating Roussel's innovative spirit and his willingness to explore uncharted musical territories. From the navy to the concert hall, Roussel's journey was as unique as his music. His evolution from an impressionist to a composer with a style all his own is a testament to his enduring creativity and his quest for musical perfection. Roussel may not have been the most famous composer of his time, but his influence continues to reverberate. His music, a blend of the romantic and the modern, left an indelible mark on the canvas of the music world. With every note, he painted a picture that spoke of his journey and his evolution, a picture that future generations of composers would gaze upon for inspiration. His legacy is not just found in his compositions, but also in the way he changed the narrative of music. He showed that music could be more than just a sequence of sounds. It could be a story, a journey, an expression of one's deepest emotions. His influence can be felt in the works of many contemporary composers who have taken his lessons to heart and continue to push the boundaries of music. So next time you listen to a piece of music, ask yourself, can you hear the brushstrokes of the Impressionists, the echoes of Roussel's journey?